welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here on the mic for you, giving you play-by-play. The final day of the tournament. We've got 3 games in the championship game tonight. Right now we've got Gonzaga Prep taking on Grande out of Oregon. We're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineups for Gonzaga Prep. Leading off, number 4, Lucas Struck. He'll be at second base. Number 19, Carson Saylor will be in right field. Number 21, Jeffrey Young. He is your shortstop. Number 15, Philip Reynolds will hold down first base. Number 11, Bo McGinn is on the mound. Number 8, Josh Miller. He is at third. Number 2, Noah Drynan. He is in center field. Number 20, Grant Bradley is your left fielder. Your catcher is number 9, Taylor Kelly, and he will round out the batting order for the Bullpups. Now for the Grande Legends, as they are on the field. There's the throw to second to signal the start of the game, and we'll get those lineups here as we go.
Leading off, the second baseman, number 4.
So that'll bring us to Lucas Struck to lead off here for the Bullpups. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1.
First pitch at 9:58. First pitch is sponsored by the Humane Society of
Starting
Western
lineups
Montana.
for the Legends.
Animal
Number 3,
time.
G.T. Blackman. He'll be the man on the mound. Here's the pitch. Be outside and catch the edge of the plate for strike 1. Evens the count out. Number 2, John Gonzalez will be the shortstop. 13, Isaac Chamberlain will hold down third base. 30, Aaron Gross will be the first baseman. That pitch outside, and we'll go to a 2-1 count now. Number 18, Isaac Zamora. He will be the wall behind the plate at the catcher position. Number 12, Logan Atkinson. He's your right fielder. Here's the pitch. And that one is a strike, and we'll move to an even count at 2. Number 24, batting 7th, Caleb Lathrop. He will be the center fielder. Kyler Malone, number 1, is at second. This one's going to be bounced out to the second baseman. Malone will pick it up out of the dirt, the throw to first, and that will start the game with the first out. And finishing out the batting order, number 21, Alec Wren. He will be the left fielder. That'll bring us to number 19, Carson Saylor, with Jeffrey Young going to the on deck. Saylor steps in as a left-handed batter. He'll let the first one go by for ball 1. Blackman with the pitch. Check swing. They're going to call it a strike, so leaving the count out at 1. Folks, you can follow along stat-wise with us here. Just go to you can get the iScore app. Go to MissoulaMavericks.net, their homepage, the Missoula Mavericks, the host team here. This one's going to be hit foul down the first base line. And what you basically do is just go to that homepage, scroll down a little bit, and on the right-hand side there's a link to iScore. It'll take you right to iScore. It's going to ask you for a code. Well, right up on Facebook and Twitter, they've got that code for iScore. Here's the pitch by Blackman. That one will strike the batter out, and Blackman will start out with a K. That'll bring up number 21, Jeffrey Young, the shortstop, and Philip Reynolds goes to the on deck. The great thing about iScore is you can follow along. It gives you all of the box score information, pitch by pitch information, gives you player stats, shows you where the players are on the field. It's a really great resource for fans and coaches alike to follow along with the game. So you can do the same while you're getting the stream here of the game and see how things are going. Right there with the stats, see how your favorite player is batting. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be high. Right-handed batter is Young with a 2-0 count. Blackman with the windup. That one will be outside. And we'll quickly go to a 3-0 count. 2 outs here in the opening half frame. Gonzaga Prep and Grande Legends. Here's the pitch. That one will be a strike, and we'll get the first one on the batter here with a 3-1 count. Blackman settles on the mound. Right-handed pitcher is Blackman. Pitches on its way, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll take us to number 15, the first baseman, Philip Reynolds, and Bo McGinn goes to the on deck. So Reynolds will step in here, right-handed batter, looks down the third base line. Coach Munhall is the manager of the Bullpups and the third base coach. Here's the pitch. That one's high for ball one. 2 outs here, runner at first for the Bullpups. On the final day, the way things have shook down so far, we know the Mavericks are going to be in. This one's going to go foul up over into the batting cages down the first base line for the Mavericks here. We know the Missoula Mavericks, the host team, they're 4-0 and they'll play in the championship game. They do have a game here. They have the third game of the day. They're not going to go with the normal schedule. They're going to do half hour between games. That way the teams that are going to need to get out of here can get out of here at a decent time. You know, Grande, Oregon, Lewis and Clark Twins, Central Washington, Honda, Bellevue, they've all got a long ways to go, as well as Gonzaga Prep. So they want to make sure these young men can get home safely. We go to a 2-1 count on that pitch. So we'll have this game, which started at 10, and rather than having a 1 o'clock game, the next game will be 30 minutes after this one finishes up. And then that one will be Bellevue Honda versus Lewis and Clark. Then there'll be a half-hour break, and we'll have the Mavericks versus Central Washington. But as I was saying earlier, Mavericks are in the championship game later on today with a 4-0 record. Central Washington Spuds are 3-1. Here's the one fouled off, and he'll stay alive with an even count at 2. But just kind of go down through here. Gonzaga Prep is 1-3. Central Washington's 3-1. Honda of Bellevue is 2-2. Grande, they're 0-4. Lewis and Clark 2-2, and the Mavericks are 4-0. So right now, as it sits, this one's going to foul off, and Reynolds will battle here at the plate with Blackman. So right now, as it sits, the Mavericks are there for sure. We've got a couple of mathematical things that'll have to be worked out depending on how the next 2 games go to see who's going to sit. But we know Gonzaga Prep is out of it. We know Lewis and Clark is out of it. And it's going to come down to Honda and Central Washington with the next 2 games. Even count at 2 with 2 outs here. Runner at first. And the catcher calls timed to go out onto the mound for Blackman. They'll have a brief conversation. And Zamora will make his way back to behind the plate, settles in. Blackman nods at the pitch, checks the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Runner's going to go, swung on and missed to be struck out, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave them hanging, and we'll have the Legends portion of the inning right after the 60-second timeout on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Well, Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here at Lindbergh Craig Field. Game 1 of the final day, Gonzaga Prep Bullpups versus the Grande Legends. And we have the bottom of the first coming up here. And GT Blackman will lead off for Grande. Number 3, the pitcher, will line up and bat next. On the mound for the Bullpups is number 11, Bo McGinn. So he'll set up on the mound. He's warming up there. He's had a good tournament playing out in center field for the Bullpups. Had some great batting going on the last couple of days. You know, all of these teams here, all 6 of them, they play very well. Grande just ran into some juggernauts, and they had the lead on a couple of them, but it's baseball. You never know what's going to happen. There's the throw to second base to mark the beginning of the inning, and Blackman strolling on his way up to the mound.
Leading off the pitcher, number 3, G.T. Blackman.
So number 3, G.T. Blackman will come to the plate, and John Gonzalez will be in the on deck. McGinn on the mound, settles in. Behind the plate is Kelly. First pitch to Blackman is a ball. Blackman settles in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is going to bounce over McGinn's head. Out to shortstop. The throw to first is there in time, and that'll be out number 1. That'll take us to number 2, John Gonzalez, the shortstop. Gonzalez, right-handed batter, settles into the box. McGinn on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside on the right-handed batter to catch the plate for strike 1. Saw history made here at the tournament last night. Nick Jovetic, that one's going to be bounced out, picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first is there in time, and that'll be out number 2. Missoula Maverick center fielder and pitcher Nick Jovetic broke the Maverick triple record last night with 20, and folks, we're only halfway through the season, a little over halfway through the season, and he's got some good stuff going on here. Here's the pitch, the first one to number 13, Isaac Chamberlain. That won't go out to the shortstop. The throw to first is there in time, and that will end the inning. So Grande goes 1, 2, 3, and we'll have the top of the second in 60 seconds on Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly, to get the iFly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have coverage of the 2017 Maverick Memorial Tournament here in Missoula. And the first game of the last day, Gonzaga Prep Bullpups and Grande Legends. And leading off here in the top of the second is number 11, the pitcher for the Bullpups, Bo McGinn. He'll settle in. Right-handed batter is McGinn. He's had success over the tournament here in the box. Let's see if he continues that. G.T. Blackman on the mound. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off up over the dugout down the first base line for strike 1. The 5, 6, 7 batters up in the inning here in the second. Tied at 0. Here's the pitch. That one's going to catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 2. Officials today behind the plate, Wayne Wade, and in the field is Ed Morrow. He's down the first baseline right now. 1-2 count here now for the pitcher. Pitcher v. pitcher duel now. Blackman with the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. Picked up in the dirt. The throw to first base is there in time for out number 1. That'll bring us to number 8, Josh Miller, the third baseman. And Noah Drinan will go to the on deck. Miller settles in. Blackman ready for the pitch. 1 out here, top of the second. Pitch on its way, swung on. This one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. He'll get it in the dirt. Throw to first is there in time for out number 2. Noah Drynan, the center fielder, number 2. Noah Drynan will come to the plate now, and Grant Bradley will go to the on deck. The right-handed batter of Drynan settles in. He's had success here in the tournament as well on the bat. First pitch to him is low and outside for ball 1. Right-handed batter is Drynan. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we'll go to a 2-0 count here. Blackman settled in on the mound here. He's pitching pretty well. Pitch is on its way. That one will catch the plate, and we'll have a 2-1 count now. Game 2 coming up 30 minutes after this one finishes up. Not the normal 1 o'clock schedule. Here's the pitch. That one's going to come just inside on the center fielder. He would have to slide out of the way, and we go to a 3-1 count. 2 outs here. Pitch is on its way. That one's going to go off the helmet of Drynan, and he'll get his free base. That'll bring up number 20, Grant Bradley. So a runner at first for the Bullpups. Off the hit by pitch with 2 outs here. And Bradley getting some instructions down the third base line from Munhall. Gorgeous day here in Missoula. I don't think I see a single cloud in the sky. It's supposed to be warm here. First pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Got people out in the equestrian park behind the ballpark here already this morning. Hikers on Blue Mountain in the distance. Here's the pitch. Check swing. They're going to say that one slid the plate, and that will be strike 2. So no 2 count now for the left fielder. He'll settle into the box. Drynan steps away from first. Blackman will check him over his shoulder, and here's the pitch. That one will strike the batter out, and we'll end the inning with a K. Bottom of the second and 60 seconds here at Lindbergh Craig Field, right after this timeout on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2017 Missoula Maverick Memorial Tournament, the 38th annual Memorial Tournament. It's been a great one here, folks. Got some great baseball going on. We're in our final day here, the first game, the Gonzaga Bullpups and Grande Legends, and it is tied at 0 here in the bottom of the second. Coming to the plate to lead off is number 30, Aaron Goss for the Legends. He's holding down first base. The 4, 5, 6 batters scheduled on the inning for the Legends. On the mound, Bo McGinn. Here's the first pitch. Slicing the plate on the left-handed batter of Goss. Goss has had some success here at the tournament. They put up some runs here, Legrand has. That one will be fouled off back, and that will be strike 2. They've got a total of 11 runs on the tournament. The first game, though, against Lewis and Clark was tough, as they didn't get any runs in. That one's going to be way outside for ball 1. 1-2 count here for the left-handed batter of Goss. He settles in. He's done a great job over there at first base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that will foul off into the dugout of the Legends down the Bullpups down the first base line. Probably one of the toughest spot, I would say, on the field, outside the catcher. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one's going to foul up over into the parking lot down the third base line. Would be that first base spot, because that is where the play goes 90% of the time after the ball is hit. So you've got to be tight and in line down there in order to be successful. Here's the pitch. And that one will be just outside. We'll even the count out at 2. No outs here. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the second for the Legends. Goose eggs on the scoreboard at the moment. Here's the pitch by McGinn. This one's going to be hit foul up over the netting on the third base line. Battling away here is Goss. Isaac Zamora is in the on deck for the Legends. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float out into left field down the line. Left fielder's going to get it even though it's foul, and that will be out. They say fair, but he got the catch anyways. Doesn't matter. The catch is made. And we've got the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Isaac Zamora. Number 18. He is the wall behind the plate here for the Legends in game 1. Logan Atkinson will go to the on deck. So McGinn on the mound. 1 out. Wayne Wade points to the mound, and the pitch is on its way. It'll catch the inside of the plate for strike 1. McGinn pitching strong here. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit out past the second baseman. It'll roll out into right center field, and the Legends will have their first runner on base. That'll bring up number 12, Logan Atkinson, the right fielder. So a runner on at first in Zamora with 1 out here. Atkinson steps in, right-handed batter. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch. Outside. Nope, there, that one caught the outside of the plate, and that will be strike 1. McGinn has a strong arm there on the mound. Runner steps away from first, pitches on its way. This will be swung on out into center field, and it will be easily caught by Drinan. That'll bring up the Legends center fielder, number 24, Caleb Lathrop. So 2 outs here and a runner at first for the Legends. The only mark on the scoreboard is the Legends hit right here. We are tied at 0. Only 1 hit. Zamora steps away from first. Here's the pitch. Bradley will watch that one go by as it's low, and it'll be ball 1. He'll look down the third baseline. No call from Parker McKinley, the manager and third base coach. This one's going to be hit out to the shortstop. He'll pick it up in the dirt. The throw. No, he can't get it up out of the dirt, and the runner will get on off the error, and that'll take us to the bottom of the batting order for the Bullpups. Number 9, Taylor Kelly.
Second baseman number 1.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the sheet. That'll bring us to number 1, Kyler Malone at second base. Alec Wren in the on deck. Alec Ray. First pitch to Malone is a strike. So runners at first and second here for Legrand with 2 outs. Zamora at second takes a 2-step lead. Here's the pitch, high, and we'll even it out at 1. He'll settle in. McGinn with the pitch. This one will be hit. They say foul, and everybody will run back to their bases. Malone back down the line to the home plate. Wayne Wade cleans the plate off, and he'll settle in behind the plate. Signals a 1-2 count. Runners step away from their bases. Zamora with a 1.5 lead, inches back to a step. This one will be hit foul. It's going to come back and land right off the fencing right next to us here. And he'll stay alive, does Malone, with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled down. And he'll stay alive once again. Malone battling away here. Settling in now. 1-2 count. Again with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to come foul and catch us right to the outside of the press box. Legend batters battling away here with McGinn. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that one will strike out the batter to end the inning. So they'll get 2 on, they'll leave him hanging, and it will stay zeros on the scoreboard. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd inning here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing conditions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the iFlyFish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow iFlyFish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milkrate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milkrate Media can help you build.
Pitch outside, evens the count out at 2. Apologize for the interruption on the stream there. We got it back going for you again now. This one's going to be hit out into left field, picked up by the left fielder, and the leadoff batter on the inning will get on base. That'll swing us to the top of the batting order, and Lucas Struck will come to the plate. Struck settles in. First pitch. Catches the inside of the plate for strike 1. Taylor Kelly at first for the Bullpups. Munhall with the signal. Struck settles in. Runner steps away from first. Pitch is on its way. This one's going to be hit right into the glove of the shortstop. Throw to first is not there in time, and we'll have out number 1 here. That'll bring up number 19, Carson Saylor. Saylor settles in, left-handed batter, and that will put Jeffrey Young in the on deck. 1 out here, top of 3. Throw to first. Runner gets back in time. Saylor waiting for his first pitch. First pitch is a ball. Here's the pitch by Blackman. That one will skin the plate and even the count out at 1. 1 out here, runner at first. Tied at 0 at the top of 3. Each team's got a hit registered on the board. The Bullpups, though, have an error. Here's the pitch. That one's going to go wild. Catcher will pick it up. So the Bullpups moving runners on the bases. 1-0 Bullpups in the third here. 1 out and a runner at second. That brings up number 21, Jeffrey Young, and Philip Reynolds goes to the on deck for the Bullpups. Young settles in. Blackman checks the runner at second. Two-step lead out there. Here's the pitch, swung on. Foul down the first base line, over into the batting cages for strike one. Munhall with the signal. Young settles in. Here's the pitch. That one's high. We'll even the count out at 1 here. Top of the third. Gonzaga Prep gets the first run of the game, and they are up 1-0 here. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we'll go to a 2-1 count now. GT Blackman on the mound for the Legends. He's pitched well through so far. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go foul off of the mask of the catcher. Wayne Wade will check the catcher to make sure he's okay and hand the ball directly to Blackman. And we move to an even count at 2 with 1 out here. Runner at second. Wayne Wade settles in behind the mound, signals the count, points to the mound. Runner steps away from second with a 1.5-step lead out there. Here's the pitch. Outside, and we'll go to a full count now. Lots of encouragement from both dugouts. Got a good turnout here for game 1 here this morning. Here's the pitch. Swung on off the mask of Wayne Wade that time. And the batter will stay alive with a full count. Young will make his way down the third base line and have a brief conversation with Munhall as Kelly makes his way up. Overthrown, so Young will make his way to second, and with 1 out here, the Bullpups moving players as they've got runners at second and third. And that brings up number 15, Philip Reynolds. Bo McGinn goes to the on deck for the Bullpups. So 1 out here, a 1-0 lead for Gonzaga, and they're looking to build on it here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 1. Young walked his first opportunity at bat. This one will be hit straight up in the air into right field. Right fielder says he's got it, and he does. Runners will hold on their bases, and that'll be out number 2.
Number 11, Bo McGinn.
McGinn will settle in. Bo McGinn is the next batter. He's on the mound for the Bullpups. Runners at second and third with 2 outs here. GT Blackman will have the pitch. This one will be hit on. It'll go foul over the netting down the first base line here. Strike 1. Next game, 30 minutes after this one. Here's the pitch by Blackman. This one's going to be hit foul a little bit deeper down the first base line and into the batting cages. But the next game is 30 minutes after this one finishes up. They're not going to go with the normal schedule, just so that some of these teams, they've got such a large travel time, they want to make sure they get them back safe. So if they're not participating in the championship game, they want to make sure that they are able to have a safe journey back home. But that game will be Bellevue Honda versus Lewis and Clark. Here's the pitch. Inside, evens the count out at 2 with 2 outs here. Bellevue Honda, they have a chance to play the Mavericks tonight in the championship game. This one's going to be hit over the top of the second baseman's head, deep into right field. Runners will come around from second and third. McGinn will make his way around second. He's around third. They're going to signal him to go ahead. Nope, he's going to hold. And off the triple, they'll add 2 more runs to make it 3-0 Bullpups here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Number 8, Josh Miller.
That'll bring up number 8, Josh Miller, and Noah Drinan will go to the on deck. Miller will settle in, runner at 3rd in McGinn. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. Be high and inside for ball 1. Miller settles back in. He's holding down 3rd base for the Bullpups in game 1 here. Pitch on its way. That one will catch the plate, evens the count out at 1. So Bellevue Honda with the next game after this one, they're trying to make their way into the championship against the Mavericks. And the Mavericks will play Central Washington Spuds. The Spuds trying to make their way in as well. And this one's going to be fouled off. And those are the 2 teams that have a chance. Grande 0-4 and Gonzaga Prep 1-3. Lewis and Clark mathematically eliminated with the even record at 2. And they will finish the inning with a strikeout. So Blackman will load a couple on. He'll allow a couple, but he'll strike out the batter to end the inning. It's 3-0 Bullpups. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Wondering what this week's fishing editions are like in western Montana? The Missoula Prep Sports Network has you covered. Stop by our website, www.mpsn406.com weekly to get the I Fly Fish Montana fishing alert. David Dietrich and the crew at I Fly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shop, river conditions, and more. Follow I Fly Fish Montana on Instagram to relive their fishing experiences. I Fly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here covering the 2017 Memorial Tournament hosted by the Missoula Mavericks. And in game 1 here of the final day of the tournament, the Gonzaga Prep Bullpups are taking on Grande Legends out of Oregon. And the Bullpups are up at 3-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Legends will be number 21, Alec Ray. GT Blackman in the on deck. Bo McGinn on the mound for the Bullpups here.
Left fielder number 21, Alec Ray.
Ray will make his way to the mound, or to the plate. Everybody getting settled in here. Ray now steps in and is set to go. Wayne Wade, the umpire, points to the mound. First pitch by McGinn is low and outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch by McGinn. Almost the same exact spot for ball 2. McGinn, 25 pitches in, 20 of those have been strikes. Here is the 3rd pitch. This one will be swung on and missed for strike 1. So 2-1 count now for the left fielder in Ray. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it 3-1 now. McGinn gets behind. Wayne Wade signals the count, and now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and we'll move to a full count now at 3-2. Ray's first opportunity at bat here. GT Blackman in the on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on right into the glove of the 3rd baseman. No, it bounces out. Throw to first is there in time to get the out. Wow, what a great play by the 3rd baseman, Chamberlain. Tried to get the glove on it. It bounced out of his glove. He digged it out of the dirt, and throw to first is there just a hair ahead of the runner for out number 1. That'll swing us to the top of the batting order for the Legends and GT Blackman. He'll bunt it down, foul, to start out with here. Bo McGinn climbs his way up on the mound. Sailor. This one will be bunted down the line, and it will be foul. So an 0-2 count for Blackman. John Gonzalez in the on deck for the Legends. Blackman round out his first opportunity at bat. He faces an 0-2 count here with 1 out. Here's the pitch by McGinn. This one's reached for, foul down the first base line, and the first baseman can't get it. And the batter will stay alive with a 1-2 or with an 0-2 count here. 1 out, bottom of the third. Gonzaga Prep leads Grande 3-0. Here's the pitch by McGinn. That one, he's got to duck out of the way, does Blackman. And we'll have ball 1 on the batter. 1-2 count. Blackman pitching for the Legends, settles into the box. Here's the swing, and it's going to go foul down the first base line and drop on top of the dugout down there. Batter will stay alive with a 1-2 count. Pitcher v. pitcher battle going on, and right now the battle favors McGinn. He's got a 1-2 count here. Blackman, he's fighting his way here. Gonzalez in the on deck. Wayne Wade points to the mound, and McGinn now with the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float over the shortstop's head and will be caught in left field, and that'll be out number 2 for the Legends. That'll bring up number 2, John Gonzalez. And Isaac Chamberlain will go to the on deck. Gonzalez is the shortstop. Here's the pitch by McGinn. This one will be swung on down the third base line. They say fair. Third baseman can't get it. It rolls, and the runner will get around to second. That one was smartly hit down the third base line, kissed the third base line, just out to the third base, and rolled deep into foul territory to get the runner on with the double. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. And coming to the plate now for the Legends is number 13, Isaac Chamberlain, and Aaron Goss goes to the on deck. 3-0 Bullpups. Runner at second for the Legends. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float high into center field. Center fielder is on his bike, rides out there and gets the catch, and that will end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll hang him there, and it will stay 3-0 Bullpups. We'll have the top of the fourth here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here, getting coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 tournament at Lindbergh Craig Field in Missoula, Montana. Gorgeous day here in Missoula. Game 1 of the final day of the tournament. Gonzaga Bullpups lead the Grande Legends. And here at the top of the fourth, 3-0. And here at the top of the fourth, leadoff batter is Noah Drynan. The bottom of the batting order scheduled here in the inning. That pitch by Blackman across the nose of the center fielder of Drynan. 1-0 count here. Blackman's been on the mound for the first 3 innings. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce off the mound. Rolls out past the shortstop. And the batter will get on to lead off. That'll bring us number 20, Grant Bradley. So Blackman, 62 pitches in. 36 of those have been strikes. He's allowed 3 runs off of 4 hits and struck out 4 batters. And now in the box is Bradley. Runner at first, showing bunt, outside, ball 1. Bradley settles back into the box. Right-handed batter is Bradley. Blackman will check the runner. He shows bunt. Grande steps away from first, and this one will be a strike. Evens the count out at 1 with no outs here. Bradley settles in. Even count at 1. Runner at first steps away in Grande. Blackman will check him over his left shoulder. Checks him again. And now the pitch. This one's going to be bunted, going to come straight up over the top at us here and land right outside the door. And that'll make it a 1-2 count now for the left fielder. Wayne Wade, the umpire, calls the count out. Points to the mound. Runner steps away from first. They'll throw to first. Diving back in. Next game coming up 30 minutes after this one. That pitch inside evens the count out at 2. As I mentioned, next game 30 minutes after this one. It's Bellevue Honda and Lewis and Clark. Bellevue Honda trying to fight their way into the championship game tonight against the Mavericks. That pitch inside. Mavericks beat Honda last night 7-4. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to foul right back at me. I got to duck out of the way. And there is a hole in the door now. Full count at 3-2 with no outs here. Lots of action going on in the Chris Walsters-Kershkin press box. Take a deep breath to settle down. I'll try that. Thanks, Paul. They're heckling me here as I duck to the floor. Here's the pitch by Blackman. This one's going to be hit foul. And Bradley battling away here. Was joking along with my color guy last night about having to duck out of the way. Shouldn't have said anything because that's exactly what I had to do. Here's the pitch. Outside, and they'll walk the batter. So with no outs here, the Bullpups will have runners at first and second, and that will bring to the plate number 9, Taylor Kelly.
Number 9, Taylor Kelly.
So Kelly will settle in. Right-handed batter is Kelly. No outs here. Top of the 4th. Bunt showing. Pitch gets by the catcher, and the runners will advance to second and third. Legends, they've got to reel it in here. Otherwise, things could get ugly very quickly. They're down 3-0. Runners step away from their bases. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. And we've got an even count at 1 now. The catcher settles back in. And Kelly is ready to go. Here's the pitch by Blackman. Swung on. This one's going to go foul, and it'll hop up over the netting down the first base line. And we'll have a 1-2 count now for Kelly. Umpire says 0-2. Now he changes it. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate, and Blackman will strike the batter out. That'll swing us to the top of the batting order for the Bullpups. Lucas Struck will come to the plate now. with runners at second and third and 1 out. Gonzaga Prep leads 3-0 over Grande. Here's the pitch. First one is a strike. Blackman on the mound for the Legends. He'll step off as the umpire calls time. Runners at second and third. Bradley is at second. Drynan is at third. Struck is in the box. Here's the pitch. He'll watch that one go by, and it'll be strike 2. Struck 0 for 2 on the day. 1 out here with the pitch coming. High. 1-2 count now. Blackman settles up on the mound. Struck in the box. Runners step away from their bases at second and third. This pitch will be across the chin of the shortstop, and we'll even the count out at 2. Here's the pitch. Outside. Makes it a full count at 3-2. 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Bullpups lead 3-0 with runners at second and third threatening. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and they'll strike the batter out. That'll bring us up to number 19, Carson Saylor. And Jeffrey Young will go to the on deck. Two outs here, top of the 4th. Runners at second and third for the Bullpups out of Gonzaga Prep. Here's the pitch. This one will be hit squarely out into left field. Ray will get it, and that will end the inning. So they'll get a couple on, and they'll leave them hanging, and it will be 3-0. We'll have the bottom of the 4th here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milkrate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milkrate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website and will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milkrate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Game 1 of the final day. Gonzaga Bullpups and Grande Legends, and the Bullpups lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And leading off for the Legends is number 30, Aaron Goss. Goss will settle in. He is holding down first base for the Legends today. He's going to try to spark something here to get them back into it. Here's the pitch. That one will slice the plate for strike 1. Grande searching for their first win of the tournament. They're 0-4. Gonzaga Prep 1-3. Here is the pitch. Swung on. This was going to float high. Backpedaling is a center fielder and caught by Drynan for out number 1. That'll bring us to number 18, Isaac Zamora, and Logan Atkinson will go to the on deck. 1 out here, bottom of 4. Gonzaga Prep leads the Legends 3-0. Legends are trying to get back into it here. Scheduled for 7. Here's the pitch by McGinn. That one will be a hair outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at McGinn's stats. He's pitched 41 pitches so far. 32 have been strikes. Here's this pitch, and it's high, and we'll go to a 2-0 count now. McGinn, no runs off of 2 hits and has struck out 1 batter so far. Zamora will watch that one go by, and it will be a strike. So we go to a 2-1 count now for the shortstop. No. Zamora is behind the plate. This one will be hit just past the third baseman, and Zamora will get on. That will take us to number 12, Logan Atkinson, with a runner at first and one out here. Atkinson will adjust his gloves before he steps in the box and now settles in. McGinn on the mound, gets the pitch. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch. First one is a strike. 0-1 count, one out. Bullpups lead 3-0. Runner steps away from first. McGinn with the pitch outside, and we'll even the count out at 1. Atkinson 0 for 1 on the day. And that will prompt a brief conversation between Taylor Kelly and McGinn. And we've got action in the Legend bullpen. Pitcher warming up down the line there. McGinn settles on the mound. Runner steps away from first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float into center field. Center fielder is back there with the catch, and that will be out number 2, and the runner will hold at first. That'll take us to number 24, Caleb Lathrop. Lathrop will adjust his gloves. Looks down the third base line. No signal from Coach McKinley, so he'll settle in. Runner steps away from first. They'll throw to first. Runner will dive back in time. 2 outs here. Bottom of 4. Bullpups defending a 3-0 lead. Here's the pitch by McGinn. Bunt laid down. They're going to say fair, and there will be the out at first. So they'll get one on, and they'll hang them there. And Gonzaga Prep will try to extend their lead here in the top of the 5th. Back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Ms. Prep Sports Heroes. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Grande Legends and the Gonzaga Prep. Top of the 4th here. Gonzaga Prep will bat. They are leading 3-0 over the Legends. Blackman on the mound. Blackman on the mound. GT Blackman on the mound for the Legends, but we did see action down the line in the bullpen while they were batting to see. We'll see how that pans out. Leading off for Gonzaga Prep is number 21, Jeffrey Young. There are 3, 4, 5 batters scheduled here. And first pitch is a strike by Blackman. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float high into right field. It is caught for out number 1. Bus on the way in.
Number 15.
Not quite sure whose that is. That might be Gonzaga Prep's bus. And with 1 out here, number 15, Philip Reynolds will come to the plate. Bo McGinn in the on deck. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out to the shortstop. He'll pick it up on the bounce. Throw to first is high and not in time, but he gets the tag for the out. Nice job by Goss. He had to jump for the tag. and then with his backswing, or jump for the ball, not able to get his foot on the bag, and with the backswing gets the tag. And
Number 11,
Phillips with some words to Ed Morrow out there on the line about the out. That will take us to number 11, Bo Ginn for the Bullpups. And Josh Miller will go to the on deck. So 2 outs here, top of 5. Here's the pitch. That one will be high. Gonzaga Prep at bat, trying to extend a 3-0 lead over the Legends here. Ginn 1 for 2 on the day. Had a triple his last opportunity at bat. That one's going to foul off. And we'll go to an even count at 1. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter, and we'll go to a 1-2 count very quickly. Blackman on the mound with the pitch, swung on and missed, and he'll strike out the pitcher to end the inning. So 1-2-3 goes Gonzaga Prep. We'll have the bottom of the 5th here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage. Email us your video. We'll choose a new one every Monday, and yours just might go viral. Visit us today at MPSN406 on Facebook and Twitter. MPSN.com, Missoula's home for Missoula Prep Sports Heroes. David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field here in Missoula, Montana, home of the Missoula Mavericks, who are hosting the 2017 Memorial Tournament. Day 4, Game 1. Chris Stratton here with the coverage for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. And Game 1 here, Gonzaga Prep, they lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. They're going to defend that 3-0 lead, as leading off batter for the Legends will be number 1, Kyler Malone. Malone looks down the line, no signal from Coach McKinley, so he'll settle into the box. Right-handed batter is Malone. Bo McGinn on the mound for the Bullpups. Here's the pitch. That one will be outside for ball 1. McGinn standing on the mound through the stretch here. Has pitched very well. Blackman as well for the Legends. This one's going to be bounced off, foul, down the third base line, and we'll have an even count at 1. Malone will make his way back down the line. Batter settles back in. McGinn now with the pitch. Swung on. That one's going to go right to McGinn. He'll glove it down to the ground, throws to first, and that will be out number 1. Nice job by McGinn just to get a glove on. He didn't really try to glove it. He just slapped it to the ground to keep it from rolling past him and picked it up off the dirt on the mound and threw it to first for the out. That'll take us to number 21, Alec Ray, the left fielder. He'll settle in. 1 out here, bottom of 5th. Bullpups lead 3-0. They're defending that lead right now as the Legends are at bat. And first pitch to Ray is a ball. Scheduled for 7, we'll have 30 minutes. And then the next one, this one's going to foul up over our heads. It'll be a 1-2 count now. Next game, coming up 30 minutes after this one, will be Bellevue Honda versus Lewis and Clark Twins. Here's the pitch, swung on. Floats out into center field. Center fielder racing up to get it. Off the dive, not able to get it, and the runner will reach. And the center fielder for the Bullpups, Drinan, slow to get up out there. That'll bring us to the top of the batting order for the Legends. GT Blackman will come to the plate. He is on the mound for the Legends. We did see action in the bullpen in the previous inning while the Legends were batting. We'll see if there's any change. Bogan on the mound right now. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. This one's going to be a bunt laid down, foul. Runner at first will have to trot back down the line. Gonzaga Prep, they've picked up their 3 runs off of 5 hits. Grande, they've been able to connect and have 4 hits, but not a run scored yet. Here's the pitch, swung on. This one's going to float high over second base. Shortstop is there, and he's got it. That'll be out number 2. Runner at first will hold. That'll take us to John Gonzalez, number 2. He looks down the third base line. McKinley with no signal. Again, ready for the pitch. Runner steps away from first. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. In the dirt outside for ball 1. That was the Twins bus that was on their way in the building as the Lewis and Clark Twins are into the complex as the Twins make their way into the building now. They've got the next game against Bellevue Honda. The Twins, they have been eliminated mathematically from the championship game. And it looks like we're going to pull Drinan out. The right fielder will slide over. So Drinan done. The right fielder will slide over to center. That's Carson Saylor. Drinan took a spill out there at center field, and he was sitting down between pitches. And that'll bring in number 10, Davis Wright, and he will play right field. This one's going to be hit straight up in the air out to center field, and we'll get the catch there to end the inning. So they'll get one on, they'll leave them hanging, and the Bullpups will defend their 3-0 lead. They're up at the top of the 6th in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFly Fish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFly Fish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iflyfishmontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFly Fish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to Missoula Prep Sports Network. Chris Stratton here. We got a change here for
number 8, Josh Miller.
The Legends, as number 31, Justin Comfort will come in, and Alec Ray will be done. First pitch to the leadoff batter is a strike. This one will be hit foul into the right field, and that'll be out number 1 for Josh Miller. That'll bring up Davis Wright, who just came in. Really hope that Noah Drinan is okay. He took a spill out there in center field trying to get the ball, and he was taking a knee between innings, or between pitches, and Munhall decided to go ahead and do the safe thing and pull him out. First pitch to right is a ball. Blackman on the mound for the Legends, and that one will skip the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter, and we'll even the count out at 1 with 1 out here. Bullpups looking to extend their 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th. That one will catch the outside of the plate, almost the exact same spot as the last pitch, and we're at a 1-2 count here very quickly. Action going on in the Gonzaga Prep bullpen. This one's going to be hit right into the glove of the shortstop, and that will be out number 2. Number 20, Grant Bradley will come to the plate now. For the Bullpups. 2 outs here, nobody on. Gonzaga Prep up 3-0. Here's the pitch by Blackman. That one will skin the outside of the plate on the right-handed batter for strike 1. Sometimes just seeing the action in the bullpen encourages a pitcher to kind of dial it back in here. That might have been the case. Sometimes the coaches will do that just to get the pitcher to settle in. Even count at 1 now with 2 outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul down the third base line. And we'll have a 1-2 count now for the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Inside, an even count at 2. Blackman now with the pitch. That one will be high, and we'll go to a full count now at 3-2 with 2 outs here. Nobody on for the Bullpups. They lead 3-0 over the Legends here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and Blackman will finish the inning out with a K. We'll have the Legends portion of the 6th in 60 seconds right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Media can help you reach your audience, whether it's social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or radio advertising. Milk Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Missoula Maverick 2017 Memorial Tournament. Chris Stratton here with the coverage for you. We are in the bottom of the 6th in Game 1 here, the final day of the tournament. And Gonzaga Prep Bullpups, they will defend a 3-0 lead as the leadoff batter, number 13, Isaac Chamberlain, comes to the plate. And the 3, 4, 5 batters scheduled here in the 6th. Rally time for the Legends. They're down 3-0. They've got to get something going here. Bo Ginn on the mound. He's done a great job up on the mound. Has not allowed a run yet. Here's the pitch. And we'll have a 2-0 count right out of the gate for Chamberlain. 59 pitches in, 61 as it updates live in front of me here on iScore. 44 of those have been strikes. He's allowed no runs off of 4 hits and struck out 1 batter. Here's the pitch. That one will catch the plate, and we'll have an even count at 2 for Chamberlain. Chamberlain is 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out and a fly out. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float over the pitcher's head, land on the bag at second, picked up by the shortstop. Throw to first is there in time. Great play by the shortstop, Jeffrey Young, to make that play and get the out, number 1. That'll take us to the first baseman, number 30, Aaron Goss for the Legends. And Isaac Zamora will go to the on deck. The Lewis and Clark twins, they're warming up in the batting cages. They've got the next game. That one's outside for ball one. They've got the next game, which will be 30 minutes after this one. Not the 1 o'clock start time, but it'll be 30 minutes after this one. They'll take on Honda of Bellevue. This one will be hit down the first base line, picked up by the first baseman, tossed to McGinn, who will get the tag at the bag, and that'll be out number 2. Twins are warming up in the batting cages right now down the first base line. We have not seen Honda of Bellevue as of yet. 2 outs here, bottom of 6. Bullpups lead the Legends 3-0. And coming to the plate is number 18, Isaac Zamora, the catcher, and Logan Atkinson will go to the on deck. First pitch by McGinn is inside for ball 1. Bellevue Honda, they're going to try to play their way into a championship game against the Mavericks. This one's popped up straight in the air down the first base line. First baseman says he's got it, and he does. So the Legends will go 1, 2, 3, and we'll have the top of the 7th here in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
David Dietrich and the crew at iFlyFish Montana have you covered when it comes to all things fly fishing. Whether it's the scoop on the newest gear or images of the crew in their latest honey hole, iFlyFish Montana is your resource for angling in western Montana. David has immersed himself into the angler's culture in Montana to help you have the best fishing experience possible. Visit iFlyFishMontana.com to get the latest reviews on fly shops, river conditions, and more. iFlyFish Montana is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com. Like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We've got a change on the mound for the Legends as Gonzalez will slide to the mound and Blackman will go out to short. 3-0 Bullpups here in the top of the 7th. 1 and 3 are the Bullpups on the weekend. Grande 0 and 4. They're going to try to battle off here and see if the bottom of the 7th they can swing themselves back into this. Leadoff batter for the
Number 9, Taylor Kelly.
Bullpups is number 9, Taylor Kelly, and Lucas Struck is in the on deck. The catcher, Isaac Zamora, we'll head out to the mound, and there's a brief conversation up there with Gonzalez. Checking in there. Coach Munhall is the third base coach. He's the manager as well for these Bullpups. We are set to go now as Zamora settles in behind the plate. Here's the first pitch by Gonzalez. Swung on, out to the third baseman. He'll pick it up on the roll. Throw to first is there in time, and that'll be out number 1.
Number 4, Lucas Struck.
That'll bring up the top of the batting order for the Bullpups. Number 4, Lucas Struck, and Carson Saylor will go to the on deck. Here's the pitch. Outside. Gonzalez with the pitch now. Outside once again. We'll go to a 2-0 count here. Legends trying to hold the Bullpups off from increasing their 3-0 lead. They want to rally here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, and we'll go to 3-0 now. 1 out here for the Bullpups. Lucas Struck in the box. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Gonzalez looking to see if he can hold him off again. Here's the pitch. Outside, and they'll go ahead and walk the batter. That'll take us to number 19.
Number 19, Carson
Carson Saylor. Saylor will settle back in. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball one on the left-handed batter. Saylor 1 for 3. Singled his second opportunity at bat. Struck out his first and a ground out on the last. Throw to first. There in time is the batter. 1 out here in the top of the 7th for the Bullpups. Here's the pitch. And that one will catch the outside of the plate on the left-handed batter. And we even the count out at 1. Saylor settles in. Runner's going to go from first to second. Catcher loses the ball. It rolled right underneath him, and the runner will get the base. That one's tough. That one went right underneath Zamora and stopped, and he was looking behind him. He thought it got away from him. And it's a 2-1 count. Zamora will go out and have a conversation with Gonzalez on the mound. And that's going to prompt McKinley to come out as well. And they'll have a conversation. So we've got the next game coming up 30 minutes after this one concludes. And then at roughly 3 o'clock, the third game will be played. The one after this one will be Bellevue Honda and Lewis and Clark Twins. Then the Mavericks will play the Central Washington Spuds, who are 3-1 on the weekend. Mavericks 4-0. Mavericks would pick up wins Thursday night 8-6. Friday would be 3-1, and then yesterday with a doubleheader they would win 5-3 and 7-4 over Bellevue Honda last night would be the final one. And history was made last night here at Lindbergh Craig Field with the Mavericks as their center fielder Nick Jovetic broke the Maverick triple record with 20. That pitch outside of the plate, and it evens the count out at 2 with 1 out here. So Jovetic, he's going to go on and play at the University of San Francisco this fall. He made his mark in Maverick history. This one will be hit right at the pitcher. He'll skin out of the way. Runner comes around from second to third, and Saylor will hold at first. And the Bullpups increase their lead 4-0 here with 1 out. That'll bring up number 21, Jeffrey Young, and Philip Reynolds will go to the on deck. Settling in. Throw to first. That was close. No, they got him out. That'll be out number 2. Great job by the pitcher and Goss at first. Saylor overstepped out there at first. Here's the pitch by Gonzalez. And that one will be a strike for Young. 1 for 2 is Young. Walked his first opportunity at bat and singled his second. He'll watch that one go by as it's high, and we'll have an even count at 1. 2 outs here. Top of the 7th, and the Bullpups increase their lead 4-0. Here's the pitch. That one across the shins, and we'll have a 2-1 count. Seeing Maverick players come in the building here. They've got a handful of guys that are taking care of the fields between innings. With the rest of the players, they're making their way in now as well. 3-1 count now. For Young. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be hit straight up into the air into left field. Shortstop says he's got it. Left fielder's going to come in. They're going to let it drop between the two of them, and the runner will get on with the confusion. And that'll bring up number 15, Philip Reynolds.
Number 15, Philip Reynolds.
So Reynolds will settle in with a runner at second and 2 outs here. Here's the pitch by Gonzalez. Swung on. This one's going to go down the third base line. Stay fair. Rolls down to the warning track down the third base line. Runner will come home from second. And Reynolds will have a triple for himself, and they increase the lead 5-0 here in the top of the 7th.
Number 11, Bo McGinn.
That'll bring us to the pitcher, number 11, Bo McGinn. McGinn having a great day on the mound as he is not allowed a run as of yet. Young will step away from second. Reynolds will step away from second. And the first pitch skins the plate for strike 1. 2 outs here for the Bullpups. They've hung 2 more runs up on the board to make it 5-0 over the Legends. Here's the pitch by Gonzalez. That one will be low, and we'll even the count out at 1. Legends staring down another scoreless game. They would open up against the Lewis and Clark Twins and go scoreless. I'm going to see if they're going to... They need to get something here in the bottom of the 7th. That one's going to skin across the knees of the pitcher. Makes it a 3-1 count. Next game coming up 30 minutes after this one concludes. Bellevue Honda and the Lewis and Clark Twins. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be hit right between third and shortstop. The throw home. The runner's going to score. The throw to second is there. And they say safe. And the Bullpups increase it to 6-0 here in the top of the 7th with a runner at second and 2 outs. And Zamora will go out and have a conversation with Gonzalez on the mound. 3 consecutive doubles for the Bullpups here in the 7th that have brought in runners. Wayne Wade points to the mound and Gonzalez is ready for the pitch. McGinn at second will be forced to come back. Here's the pitch inside for ball 1. 2 outs here, runner at second for the Bullpups. They lead 6-0 here. That one will catch the plate and we'll even the count out at 1. Josh Miller on the day, 1 for 3, tripled his second opportunity at bat, but was struck out his last one. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and we will have a 1-2 count now. Gonzalez going to see if he can get himself out of the inning here and give the Legends a chance to get back into it. They're down 6-1. There's a mountain to climb. That one's going to be fouled down the line. They're going to let the runner go. The throw to first, not there in time. And he'll get on. So runners on the corners for the Bullpups. And that brings up number 10, Davis Wright, his second opportunity at bat. Wright would come in the 5th inning. Noah Drynan was in center field, tried to field a ball, but had a little bit of a sliding spill, and they let him hang for a little bit, but in between pitches, he was taking a knee, and so Coach Munhall pulls him out and switches out with a lineup switch. Saylor going to center field and Wright to right field. And Wright looks down the third base line, gets a signal from Munhall, settles back in with a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Bullpups. Here's the pitch. That one's high, and we'll go to a 2-0 count for Gonzalez. So the Legends staring down an 0-5 record here at the Maverick Memorial Tournament. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So a 2-1 count now for the right fielder. Munhall with the signal. And the batter settles back in. Runners step away from their bases at first and third. Gonzalez with the pitch. Runner's going to go. This one's going to be fouled off, and we'll even the count out at 2. And Miller will have to make his way back down the first base line. In the on deck is number 20, Grant Bradley. Bottom of the 7th inning will bring the 6th, 7th, and 8th batters for the Legends. Even count at 2 with 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Runner at first will go, and they will let him go. And that pitch will be inside to make it a full count at 3-2. Here's the pitch. That one slices the plate, and Gonzalez will finish the inning out with a K. It will be Legends rally time here in the bottom of the 7th as they are down 6-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for local sports. MPSN406.com has news on Missoula and the surrounding community sports heroes. Our mission is to make our local sports heroes feel just like sports heroes. From news to live streaming of prep sports events, MPSN406.com is Missoula's home of its local sports heroes. Visit us today at www.mpsn406.com and like us on Facebook at MPSN406. Missoula Prep Sports Network, Missoula's home for its prep sports heroes. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs and ship your packages via FedEx while you're there. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Lindbergh Craig Field. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have the bottom of the 7th of our first game on the final day of the Maverick Memorial 2017 tournament. Gonzaga Prep Bulldogs, they lead the Legends 6-0, and with rally caps on, the Legends, fingers crossed, hoping to get back into it here late in the game. They're down 6-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. It's make it or break it time, and leading off is number 12, Logan Atkinson. 6, 7, 8 batters scheduled here in the bottom of the 7th with Caleb Lathrop in the on deck. First pitch by McGinn is outside for ball 1. McGinn so far has pitched a perfect game, no runs scored, and he is 69 pitches in. 49 of those have been strikes. No runs off of 4 hits and has struck out 1 batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float out into right field. Right will come up and he'll get the snag for out number 1. That'll take us to number 24, Caleb Lathrop. Lathrop will settle in as he hands the bat off to Atkinson as he makes his way back to the dugout. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Bullpups defending a 6-0 lead. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside of the plate for strike 1 on the right-handed batter. Lathrop 0 for 2. Reached on an error his first opportunity at bat. That one will catch the outside of the plate once again. Just about the same line as the first one came. And we're at an 0-2 count with 1 out here. Here is the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to go foul over the Maverick dugout in the first base line there, and we will have an even count or an 0-2 count, and the batter will stay alive. Legends staring down a second runless game here on the day. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to float over the second baseman's head. He's going to track back, and he's going to get that one as he goes to the ground. Great job by the second baseman. Lucas Struck to backpedal and get the ball, and then once he does get it, goes to the ground and controls it. 2 outs here, 1 out away from a win for the Bullpups. Coming to the plate is number 1, Kyler Malone for the Legends. Here's the pitch by McGinn. Swung on. That one's going to foul right back at us into the netting for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one will bounce over the pitcher's head. Picked up in the dirt by the shortstop. The throw to first is there, and he gets the tag for the out. So the Bullpups will get a 6-0 win to finish out the tournament. They go 2-3, and the Legends 0-5 on the weekend. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, for game one of our final day. We'll have the next game up here in roughly 30 minutes.